Hello, everyone. Ben Briggs here for PPC Better, your Nashville-based Google Ads management agency. Today, what I want to share is our high-level strategy that we're recommending for clients in 2023. So let's jump right into it. So what are the winning Google Ads strategies? How do you successfully set up your campaigns to get good results from Google Ads in 2023? Well, the first thing with our agency, PPC Better, we have an advertiser first philosophy. So there's two sets of needs going on when you're talking about buying Google Ads. There's Google's needs, and your needs, and they definitely don't align. So Google's needs, they want to sell impressions. That's display network impressions, YouTube video ad impressions. They want to make sure that when people are viewing impressions, or even robots in a lot of cases are viewing impressions, that Google's monetizing that. They also want to sell clicks. That's primarily search. So when people search Google, they see the ads, they click on them, Google gets money because it's an auction based on a cost per click. So over time, they want to increase the CPM, the cost per thousand impressions. They want to increase the cost per click. So they're generating more revenue every time somebody searches Google. They also want to attract larger advertiser budgets, but the way they go about that is that really they provide you with results that are just good enough to keep you spending, but they might not be enough to meet your business goals, especially if you're not carefully measuring and tracking what the return is from the traffic that you're buying on Google Ads. So your needs as a business, you want to acquire customers, you want it to be cost efficient, you want to make sure that you're not paying more money to acquire a customer than the value of the revenue that you can get from serving that customer. And you want a consistent flow of leads. You want to keep your business ticking time over time. And sometimes you even want to be able to scale the traffic volume. Maybe you have a larger need different times of the year. Maybe your business is seasonal, so you need to ramp up the spend at certain times. But that's overall what you want to do, what the advertiser needs are. So PPC Better, we put our advertisers first. We use really tight control of the audience and messaging. And this can mean cleaning up keyword lists, going through search query reports to find keywords where there's not high buying intent and avoid that traffic, but also identify the keywords that do have high buying intent and buy more of that. Your monthly budgets are flexible. You can set your budget at any time. For the next month, we just ask that you give us a couple of days notice. We also give you real-time reporting dashboards so you can see what's going on with your campaign. It's really important to set up measurement, that conversion tracking is critical to making sure that you're getting the return that you want from your Google Ads. We also integrate with a CRM. And when you do have a CRM integration, you can push data back to Google about who are your most valuable customers, and that can help them give you more of those customers over time. You also want to lower your CPCs. You want to pay the least amount possible for each click, because the cost per click is just one of the inputs that goes into cost per lead that goes into the return on your campaign. The way that we improve that conversion rate is by capturing leads and nurturing them. So we recommend that all our clients are doing that. So with all the different kinds of advertising that you could buy, why would you prioritize paid search? Well, the way that we think about this is the marketing funnel. It starts with awareness at the top of the funnel, consideration, conversion, loyalty, and advocacy. And the funnel graphic is useful because it kind of tells you how many people are in this potential audience. People who could become aware of your brand aren't, but a lot of the people who could become aware of your brand would never consider buying from it because they're just not a good customer. Once people have decided that they want a product or service like yours, they're moving down in the funnel, consideration or conversion. And then loyalty and advocacy are obviously customers that you've already interacted with, customers that have bought your product or maybe could repurchase it. So the different channels and where they play in the funnel, mostly TV, radio, outdoor, display type advertising, is sort of general awareness. I mean, if you put up a billboard, then anybody can see it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. There's no indication that they're actually a good customer for you. In the consideration part of the funnel, maybe niche podcasts, maybe industry events. Paid social can be a way to influence the consideration part of the funnel, programmatic buys, stuff like that. In the conversion part of the funnel, that's some of your non-branded traffic, some of your more research type traffic could live in consideration or awareness. But once somebody is searching with purchase intent, they're including keywords like buy or price or how much does it cost. Those types of queries are pretty heavily indicative of buying intent. So that's where your non-branded search is. And then once somebody's been to your website, you can follow up with ads, whether through YouTube or display ads, to try to convert the customers that didn't take the valuable action on their first visit. So that's where your non-branded search and display live. Then in the loyalty and advocacy part of the funnel, that's your customer follow-up, automated emails, SMS. When people are searching specifically for your company, a lot of those people are already existing customers, so that lives lower in the funnel. So that's how we think about the funnel. And in terms of cost per lead, when you're looking at these different channels, the cost per lead goes up the higher in the funnel you go. It's going to be more expensive to acquire a customer through radio or through TV, local TV, national TV, than it is to follow up with your customer by email. You can manually follow up for free, or there's very low cost, MailChimp, HubSpot, Salesforce, different ways to automate email, automate follow-up. So when you're reactivating customers who've already purchased or getting them to send you referrals, those are very, very low cost ways to market. Whereas the stuff higher in the funnel is going to be a higher cost per lead. And we also see that with search, where research traffic will have a higher cost per lead than traffic that has a high buying intent. Brand intent, where people are searching specifically for your business, will have the lowest cost per lead. So we recommend that all of our customers do loyalty and advocacy. You want to make sure that you're doing basic follow-up. You really need to in 2023. If you're not following up with your customers, then you're going to have a bad time. Because if the more value that you get out of each lead, that you get out of each customer engagement, the higher amount you can afford to pay to generate those leads. And your competitors are going to be paying whatever they're paying right now. So you're going to need to be able to at least match basically what the other people are paying, unless you have some kind of unique advantage. So generating the incremental revenue from loyalty and advocacy is really important. A couple of the ways that we recommend you do that: we can email discounts or promotions to lapsed customers, offer add-ons and upsells. You could use SMS, email, manual follow-up for that. And then we also recommend that you do some personal or brand messaging. So highlighting the charitable things that you're doing for your brand, sending your customer a happy birthday email, stuff like that. On the advocacy side, digital is a very important channel for advocacy. We think of advocacy mostly as reviews and referrals. So if someone has interacted with your business, they had a positive experience, you want them to post that on Google My Business or Yelp. So when other people are considering doing business with you, they see those positive reviews and expect that they're going to get a good service. Refer a friend, discounts, and like we talked about. And then maybe with advocacy, you could run contests or freebies. Encourage posting testimonial videos on social media. If you can get your customers to make a quick video, basically shouting out your brand for doing a good job, then those can be really valuable. So when we think about that lowest to highest return on ad spend, if we think about it in a return on ad spend way instead of a cost per lead, doing that loyalty and advocacy stuff can often get you just amazing returns. If you're not sending your customers email to follow up, then adding that to your stack is going to get you a huge return, because the cost is going to be very low and the return is going to be pretty good. So that's why we feel like loyalty and advocacy are table stakes. But as you get into the conversion part of the funnel, this is where the paid search lives and the higher buying intent traffic. And then as you move up the funnel, you tend to have higher cost per leads, lower returns on ad spend. So once you've got your follow-up in place, how do you grow? And when you're thinking about the marketing funnel, there's the lower funnel places and the higher funnel places. With low funnel, it's permission based. Like with Google Ads, you said, hey, I want information about this product or service. you've actively done that, and so that's kind of the permission to serve the ad. So that's why paid search, one of the reasons why paid search ads work so well. Really matches that customer intent, and it's viewed when the customer wants to view it because they're actively searching for information about it on the internet. So higher funnel channels, your in-stream video ads, your display ads on news websites, your TV, radio, billboards. It's interruption based. It's coming up in the middle of your content. It's more audience targeted than intent targeted. You can say, hey, I want to target people who are in a certain age, certain gender, who maybe are demonstrating different intents, but it's less matched to what the customer's trying to do right now. And then it's also viewed on advertiser demand. It's that interruption based where the advertiser is pushing the messaging out to the customer. So where Google Ads fits in this, your research intent traffic is going to be more up here in your high part of the conversion or low part of the consideration funnel. Your higher buying intent traffic is more in the conversion area. That's right where the person is making that buying decision. And then your brand intent traffic, where people are searching specifically for your company, is more in the loyalty and advocacy part of the space. So other digital options, your display ads, geofencing, programmatic, Twitter, Pinterest, et cetera, your social media ads are more in the awareness part of the funnel for the most part. Your programmatic, social media push ads, SMS, and email lead nurture is a little bit lower. And then your brand SEO traffic, company social profiles, et cetera, those are the bottom of the funnel. So PPC Better campaigns, what do we actually do? So we help you out with text ads and shopping ads, and that's the primary part of our business. When people are actively searching, like this is for Nike running shoes, these are the ads, these are the parts of the SERP that we manage, the text ads and the shopping ads. The high level categories, so we want to separate your traffic. We talked about the research intent, the purchase intent, and the brand intent traffic being different. And we structure your campaign based on those, we structure your account based on those high level categories. So your brand campaign is going to have a different budget than your non-brand, and we want to buy the funnel from the bottom up. So your brand has the highest click-through rate, the lowest cost per lead. Non-brand will be significantly lower in terms of click-through rate and higher in terms of cost per acquisition. But these are new customers. These aren't people who are already aware of your brand, who are searching, they want to buy your products on their own. These are people who are interested in the category, interested in the product, and then you catch them. Conquest traffic is other people's brands. So you can serve ads when people, Nike could serve ads when somebody's searching for Adidas and possibly sell some shoes. It's worth testing. It doesn't work for all advertisers. So those are the three main categories of keyword traffic that we think about for paid search are your company brand, your non-brand, and conquesting other people's brands. So what we do that's different is we really tighten down on your keyword trafficking, on your keyword traffic. A lot of people use broad match or dynamic ads, and those that can bring you in anything that's sort of relevant to your keyword. It can bring in a lot of traffic that's very low buying intent or research intent type stuff. So when you're a PPC Better client, you're going to get the majority of your traffic from exact match and phrase match keywords. And if we're using broad, we're mostly just doing that for testing. And that allows you to get rid of your competitors' brands. Like if you're buying a broad match keyword and people are searching for your competitors' brands, your ads are going to serve. We can minimize that at the beginning until we find out how much traffic is available. But if you're not getting a good return from competitor traffic, and a lot of advertisers don't, then we want to block that out. Or it may be that we're using a competitor comparison, we're buying conquest traffic on purpose. But the big difference is with most agencies, you're just getting kind of a spray and pray approach, whereas we're giving you really tight targeting and matching the query exactly to the ad and the landing page. Your budgeting, it's very important that you identify what you're going to have. Keywords that are going to have a 1% conversion rate and keywords that are going to have a 4% conversion rate or a 10% conversion rate. The higher converting keywords, need to get priority access to the budget. You don't want to waste all your money on research traffic and then not have any budget available when somebody is doing a really high intent search. So as we build out your campaigns, we identify what are your best performing keywords, and we give them priority access to the budget. Another really important element that a lot of advertisers and agencies miss is the measurement side. We make sure that we set you up with the best conversion tracking possible. Depending on your unique situation, there's different levels of accuracy that you can get as far as the measurement. Some advertisers have a CRM integration. Their sales team is very diligent about updating lead status and things like that. And we can use a CRM connection with HubSpot or Salesforce or another CRM to tell Google these are the leads that worked out the best. And that's the kind of the best level that you can get to. But below that, you could make sure that you're tracking when people view the form. Make sure that you're tracking when people fill the form. Make sure that you're tracking each step in the checkout for an e-commerce advertiser. So we integrate these measurement tools, whether it's Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, GA4, or other third-party tracking that you would want to use. We make sure that that's set up and it's pushing good, clean data into Google Ads as much as possible. And having that clean data is what allows the system to give you better performance with the AI and the machine learning bidding over time. So the ClickPath customer journey is super important. Back in the good old days, we used to just be able to buy a paid click, send it to the advertiser's homepage, and get a lead. The conversion rates would be, not great, but the cost per click were so low, and so the traffic was so cheap that you could really just drive traffic to your homepage and profit. But it doesn't work in 2023 because everybody knows that Google Ads works. Everybody knows that when people want to buy stuff, they search Google. And so because of that, everybody's advertising on Google. Google's an auction. The paid search is an auction. So the more people who want to bid, the higher the price goes. So that's why our cost per click are substantially higher in 2023 than they were in 2013. With driving all your traffic to the homepage, that used to work. It used to be good enough, but in 2023, you really need to segment your customer experience. So if somebody's searching for drain cleaning, you might want to give them a different page than somebody who's searching for plumbing, if you're a plumber, for example. You want to make sure that you're matching exactly what the customer is searching for with the solution that you're proposing on your landing page. It is still possible to generate leads by just sending traffic to your homepage, but your cost per lead is going to be really high. In 2023, what we recommend is a more complex customer journey. You've still got the paid click, which drives the user to a relevant landing page for the query that they did. And then you've still got the primary conversion. That's the old path. The customer decides to click a phone number, fill a form, whatever your primary lead gen or a primary conversion for an e-commerce advertiser would obviously just be an online sale. So we optimize the landing page for the primary conversion is one element. The second element could be a soft conversion. Maybe this is an exit intent popover. So somebody comes to your site, they maybe browse around for a couple seconds, and then when their mouse goes up and to the left to exit from the page, you could have a popover that says, hey, do you want a discount? Could you sign up for our email newsletter? You can use different offers to generate an email-only lead, and then use lead nurturing by email to just send follow-up emails to try to convert those customers. The other part that you want to do is to manage your bounced traffic. You can set up remarketing audiences. So people who've been to your site, you already spent money to bring them to the site. They didn't do the action that we wanted them to do. They didn't sign up for email. They didn't fill the form. They didn't make an e-commerce purchase. So we can serve them retargeting ads through the display network or through YouTube is actually better. YouTube is working great for remarketing for a lot of our clients right now. So you use that bounce traffic to build a remarketing audience and then serve ads based on that. So the path to implementation, the first thing that you need is a Google Ads account. You need to make sure that your account is set up properly, your billing and data contacts and all that good stuff, your privacy, etc. Then you may set up conversion tracking. Conversion tracking is super critical. Like we talked about, if you're not pushing good data into the system, then the system's not going to be able to give you the best results. And sharing your data from your CRM or from your Shopify, if you're an e-commerce advertiser, or however your whatever platform that you're on for selling, making sure that you're pushing data about how valuable the different customers are that you're acquiring from Google Ads is the way that you really get to the best results. There are a couple of different stacks that you can use to accomplish this. One is that you can use HubSpot. It's fairly, it's a little bit more expensive. You need the Pro. I think it's like $800 a month right now to integrate everything with Google Ads and get the best implementation from HubSpot. But then you could use HubSpot to build your landing pages. You can use it to build out your forms, and then also do your email marketing directly from HubSpot. Some of our clients prefer Unbounce for landing pages, and that can integrate with a number of different platforms. But one that it works really well with is Salesforce for the CRM and the email. You might also want to use WordPress to build your pages, and that's fine. Maybe you have a custom CRM that you're using. Those can be a little more complicated to set up, but they can also work. So the costs and benefits of Google Ads. The first cost is the media cost. This is what you're paying directly to Google, basically for the clicks, if you're paying for paid search, or you could be buying views or impressions if you're doing display or video. Those are billed. We set it up. You get full transparency. This is one actually really important thing about working with PPC Better. You have access to your account. You're an admin on your account, so you have the ability to set up your billing methods, and you could make changes to your account. We ask that you don't. We ask that you leave the management to us, but you have full visibility and transparency into your account. You're not just relying on us to send you reports. You know exactly what's going on. And if you ever did decide that you don't want to work with us anymore, you're welcome to take your account to the new agency. So the media cost is paid directly to the platform. Usually on your credit card, we recommend you use something like Good Rewards because a lot of times you're going to get those racking up pretty good. And then you set your own media budget, and we manage that for you. And the actual billing from Google is usually in $500 increments to start, and then it can go up if you're spending a lot, or stay in that ballpark, just depending on how much activity you've got in your account. So that's the media cost. You pay that directly to Google. You also pay PPC Better. Our costs are fully transparent. We tell you exactly how much we're charging you to manage your account. We don't add on a markup on the back end and take 20% of your spend without telling you. We tell you exactly how much we're charging you. We bill you by invoice every month. The setup fee covers your account and campaign creation. We spend a significant amount of time setting up really advanced campaigns. We have that budget segmentation that we talked about, and integrating all of that, setting up your conversion tracking and integrating that with your CRM. That's your setup fee. And then your monthly management, it's ongoing reporting, it's weekly meetings, covers your campaign management and optimization. Is when we identify higher traffic or higher performing keywords, we make sure that we're shifting budget toward that. We can test your conquest traffic, all those kinds of things. The monthly management fee covers all of those types of activities. So Google Ads for lead generation, it can provide a consistent source of leads. When you're targeting your keywords properly and you are buying the high purchase intent traffic, then you've got high purchase intent. It's great. You have the option to scale up or down depending on the business need, depending on if your vertical has enough traffic. And you can really accurately measure key hard metrics that are closely tied to revenue, closely tied to sales, marketing qualified lead rate, revenue from closed sales. If you've got a CRM integration, you really get great visibility into that. For e-commerce, we help you really selectively promote your products. Some of our customers come to us and they have $5, $10 e-commerce products, and it's really difficult to get ROI positive on very low average order value traffic with Google Shopping. So we'll segment your campaign. We'll find the products that convert the best, the products that are the highest price, and priority assign the budget to those so that you get the best return on ad spend. We look at your traffic and we can block queries where people are doing research, people are looking for a product, they put in product identifiers that don't match what you're actually selling. So by eliminating those clicks, it lets more of your budget flow to people who are likely to buy, and then you get a better return on ad spend. We can also integrate a lead capture. A lot of e-commerce advertisers are not yet doing lead capture. So you get that exit intent, you capture the email address, send a couple email follow-ups to see if you can go ahead and get that sale. The deliverables. So we take care of this, your high-level strategy. We make sure that that's in line with your goals during the setup process. And then we deploy these tactics to make sure that you're getting the best possible campaign performance. We give you the on-demand client dashboards. We can customize those to make sure that it's surfacing the data that's most important to your business. We can integrate with your SEO agency if you've got one, or if you want to engage with us for some SEO services, we can offer that as well, and make sure that your search marketing campaigns are fully integrated. We can consult on your landing pages or build them for you. It's really up to you. We'll go through some of the different options, the service levels in just a minute. We always do A/B testing. We're testing the ads, we're testing the landing pages, we're testing maybe calls to action. If you've got a soft conversion popping up, maybe we have 2 different versions of that, trying to see which one has the best fill rate. And we really have full funnel strategy. We're making sure that, like we talked about, buying that low funnel traffic first, and then as you get a better return, as your budget can scale, we start moving up the traffic to up the funnel to be able to get more volume. So the 2 service levels that we offer are Google Ads only, or Google Ads with what we call Nurture Pro. So Google Ads only, it's an enterprise quality account setup. I've been doing Google Ads for a living for over 15 years. I've managed millions and millions of dollars of spend, and our team works directly with me on all of our accounts, unless I'm just managing it by myself. So you get really high quality account setup. You get ongoing campaign optimization. We look at the ad group level. How closely are your keywords matched to your creative? Do we need to move some keywords to a new ad group so we can match that more closely? Negative keywords. We start out with a very robust, always negative keyword list. There's scams and just low quality traffic. There's a lot of different terms that people might search, or offensive things, war, crime. You don't want your ads serving on that kind of thing. So we make sure that that's all blocked. We support you in terms of integrating your CRM and your pages and your automation, your measurement. So we can help you set up tracking with Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, or whatever tools that you're currently using. And with Google Ads only, though, your team, we're just getting you the leads or the e-commerce transactions, and then your team is taking care of all the follow-up. With our Nurture Pro, you get everything in the Google Ads setup, but you also get HubSpot CRM setup. If you'd like us to set up the email follow-up, create the forms, create a chatbot for you, set up the email scheduling and sending, and we can also integrate with a platform to send SMS messages for you. So with the Nurture Pro, what we're doing is we're building out email creatives, subject lines, the body content, any graphic design that go to follow up with your customers for you. So we're doing your email follow-up for you. We can also set you up a chat bot for additional lead capture, or the exit intent lead capture. Sometimes we'll use one or both. And then we can also set up SMS follow-up for you. So that's what's included with the Nurture Pro. So visually, with Google Ads only, what PPC Better is managing for you is the paid click, and then we're consulting on the landing pages. We will build some landing pages for you if needed. That's just unique to the client. If you've got a dev team, you've got design resources in-house, you want to build them yourself, that's fine. Or we can do it for you. And then we're optimizing for that primary conversion. With Google Ads only, you do also have the ability to do retargeting ads with us. So that's the service level that you get. But with Google Ads only, you need to be working with the soft conversions and the lead nurturing and doing that work on your own. With Nurture Pro, we are taking care of the soft conversions and the lead nurturing for you, basically. So we're adding those steps. The only thing that your sales team needs to do is deal with the actual leads or the actual fulfillment on the e-commerce side. So that's what's included in the Nurture Pro. So your media budget is set by you. We recommend that you spend at least $5,000 a month on media if you're going to work with us, because we want our fees to be less than half of your budget for sure. Ideally, we get down to around 15 to 20%. So if with the management fees for Google Ads only, it's a $2,500 one-time setup fee that creates your account, sets up your measurement, does the CRM integration, landing pages, all that good stuff. And then $1,500 a month is the minimum fee to have your Google account managed with us. If your spend goes over $10,000 a month, then we do charge 15% media commission on that spend. With Nurture Pro, there's a $5,000 one-time setup fee, and then $2,500 a month media commission. Again, on those spends, $2,500 a month is your management fee, and then there's 15% media commission on top for spends over $10,000 a month. And that's it. So that is our strategy for 2023. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Hit us up in the comments, or go to ppcbetter.com if you have questions or want to learn more. And you can also book a strategy session there with me if you want to explore having us manage your account. So thanks for your time. Have a good day.